Tahj, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. We obviously get to talk to you a lot last year. So now, how are you feeling this year, heading into another year under your belt, knowing the offense?
I'm more confident knowing what I got to do. As far as having that year under my belt, being experienced, being a veteran this year, I mean, that's provided a lot of confidence in what I do.
Devin Walker.
From year one to year two, Tahj, what have you done to kind of grow your game and kind of make sure you kind of stand out, knowing you have a guy like DeMonte Coxey out there that's going to get so much attention?
I've been trying to take my mental to another level. Like, knowing I'm a smaller guy, I mean, if I know where to go and know where to be, that's going to put me in position to make plays.
Terry Davis.
Hey, Tahj, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Last year, you was on the team. What did you learn last year while, not playing and being on the team that you can carry over this year to make you, a playmaker this year?
I learned how to be a team player, playing my role. I mean, going from a high school start to, having to sit there and, watch guys make plays. I mean, just being an encouraging teammate, helping guys out, being a better communicator as well.
Okay, Evan Barnes.
God, you kind of just talked about it. I mean, going from high school where you played every down, you were, a big guy on campus to being a freshman learning. Kind of, what was that transition like for you? Just kind of like, mentally, just having to train your mind to be like, all right, I have to be a better teammate. I have to learn. Like, what's that like for you?
For me, it was humbling. It was a good experience. I feel like I grew as a person. I got more mature, and just like having that support system from my family, just talking to them and just knowing where I come from and knowing my background. I just, what I'm saying? It's in God's timing.
Okay. Devin Walker.
Tahj, for fans that haven't seen you play, who is a receiver you watch a lot of film of or who you kind of model your game after?
I say Hollywood Brown, pretty much.
Okay, Evan.
Follow up on that. Two things. One, why Hollywood Brown? And two, we asked everybody kind of what's it like being the Liberty Bowl without fans last week. What do you think it's going to be like not having that crowd of fans? And also the other question, why Hollywood Brown? Why is that your influence?
I say Hollywood Brown's my influence because we kind of similar in size and, like, we're smaller guys. So, we got to use our speed and use our technique and our route running for advantage. And as far as the Liberty Bowl with no fans, we just scrimmaged there. We brought our own energy, and it was like it was fans there. So, if any fans show up, we're grateful for that.
Okay, Steven Johnson.
Hey, Tahj, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Two-part question. Just how talented do you think you guys' wide receiver room is? And we've been talking to the coaches. There's competition to kind of get some reps, get that number 2 or number 3 spot. So just kind of talk to me about how intense has that competition been so far in practice?
We're a very intense group. We all competitive. We make each other better every day. Like we talk about, like, you see this, you see this. We pick up techniques from each other. So it's kind of like we competing every day amongst ourselves as well as our DBs.
Okay. Any more questions for Tahj? Oh, Evan Barnes.
Sorry.
You're right.
So I asked some of the other guys this. So how was managing the pandemic for you early on? Were you able to go back home and be with family a little bit? How did you kind of manage this time before you got back to campus?
Early on, I went back home. In Texas, it's pretty open. So, like, you can go to a field and no one will be there. So, I was getting my work in, early on, stuff like that. Working out, I was able to find a gym. My high school got a key to that. Worked out in there. So, it was pretty good.